Hello everyone! When should Doctor Who end? Honestly, this is a question I've asked myself a lot. Because on the face of it, I never really want Doctor Who to end. But I do think there's a genuine debate as to whether it would be good for the show if Doctor Who was to end. So let's answer this question and talk about when my beloved, my personal favourite ever show, when should Doctor Who end? Because let's be honest, Doctor Who itself has a precedent for ending. Obviously, we were what we thought was 26 seasons in, halfway through Sylvester McCoy's run, and then BAM! Show cancelled. And it wasn't even like this was like a big sudden surprise. Obviously, ratings were going down, it had like a big 18-month hiatus. Things just clearly weren't quite working, and therefore they decided to cancel it after a couple of trials of different things. And I think there are genuinely arguments to be made that for the future of the show, that was the best thing. As other content creators can always explain better than me, there was some behind the scenes drama which also caused Doctor Who to be cancelled. But let's face it, the quality wasn't quite up there with what people were used to from the classic series, and that's likely why it got cancelled and why ratings declined. And let's face it, Classic Who in that format was always going to get cancelled or have to be heavily reworked due to the fact of, unless you're a soap, that kind of 20-minute time slot just doesn't really happen in telly anymore and the way people just make telly. But honestly, thinking about the future of the show, now we've got the 2005 revival along with the classic series, and it's great. Then there becomes the argument, does Doctor Who ever need to get cancelled again? Because some would say it worked well for the classic series, we then got it back in 2005, and the quality was just there again. Because I'm gonna say it here and now, I don't think Doctor Who should ever be cancelled for good. Because as I might go on to explain, yes, I think there are examples where breaks might need to be taken. But Doctor Who, because of the way it can change its lead actor and do so many new and different things and tell new and different types of stories, it's a show that can always exist, and it's a show that people love, and I don't particularly see any reason to lose that. There are many arguments people might use against this idea. Ooh, what about canon? The Doctor has both been half human and is now apparently the thing that created regeneration. Canon doesn't matter anymore. Who actually cares? If you're a Doctor Who fan, you genuinely care about canon a lot. I think you're a tiny bit boring. I think, for example, if you looked at the classic series and said, this can either, never, change, or we just have to cancel it, then yes, fair enough, that show probably had to die. But that is the thing about Doctor Who. It can change in all of the ways. Because stylistically, while yes, the classic series does have different styles to it, it very much follows, you can't really tell when, different showrunners are, doing their own take on it, like you can do it with the modern series. Obviously, with a bit of knowledge behind the scenes, you can very much tell the differences between RTD, Stephen Moffat, and Chris Chibnall. And that's the other big reason why the show should never change, is because it's not just about the creative reboot that the actor gives you, it's about the creative reboot that the showrunners and writers give you. You can tell stories within the Whoniverse in so many different ways, and that is genuinely fantastic. And what it allows is it keeps the show fresh, it keeps it moving, and it always means you can take things in a new direction if things aren't working. Because no, I promise you guys, RTD isn't coming back to quote-unquote fix the show, but Chris Chibnall left, so yes, RTD is going to take it in a new direction. And what that does is every few years, you know someone's going to come along, so if you don't like that version of the show, you've got this version of the show. Everyone's going to get their version that they like and can cling on to as the needy fan people we are. There are also a lot of cool things you can do with the show to keep it alive and, just have to tweak some things. For example, another renumbering. Obviously, all of Doctor Who, in its own weird and wacky ways, is canon, but you've got to, you've got the 26 series of the classic series, and then you've got currently the 13 series in the modern series. Eventually, I wouldn't be surprised if we go, this is the third block, and we're having a new series 1 after like a 5-year break. Say, for example, like something goes really bad, oh, I don't know, in the 26th series. There could be a reason where a break just decides to be happened, and then 5-10 years down the line, you come back with a new numbering. It could even be 2 or 3 years. They could genuinely decide, I mean, we don't fully know. Is it going to be called Series 14 when it comes back with RTD? I think so. It would be weird. I mean, even from a business perspective, I can understand why the casual fan would go, there's 13 series of this, no chance I'm getting involved. I mean, if people tell me, oh yeah, go watch this show, if it's got 10 or more series, no chance. There is no chance I am investing in that unless it's like a sitcom. Ooh, why did I say it like that? Sitcom. So from a business perspective, you can like name it Series 1, people go, oh yeah, this is a jumping on point, even though things like Series 10, Series 11, Series 5, they're all very accessible jumping on points because you can kind of like ignore the little references to the past. So if you're wanting a concrete answer from me, my genuine answer is no. I don't think that every year, or even every couple of years, obviously we don't always get a year's gap, but I don't think we will always get Doctor Who content pumped out at us. I think, yes, eventually we might have to take a few years off, for example. But as a show, even if we have to enter into another 20-year hiatus at some point, Doctor Who as a concept can always have ways to keep running. So no, technically, I don't want Doctor Who to end. Yeah, was that an anticlimax? Or am I rallying for the fans? Yes, the nerdy Brit saves Doctor Who. Yes, yeah. God, that was awful. Thank you very much for watching this brand new Doctor Who video. Ooh! Also subscribe because we're on the journey to 1K and I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you. I love you all. And this is our brand spanking Doctor Who video recommended for you. So go and click it. Well, haven't you clicked it yet? Click it! Oh, sorry guys, I didn't mean to shout at you.